I will say Dylan had the most hurtful, hilariously hurtful text to me this morning. Getting ready to do this podcast. He was making sure. But then he just said out of the blue, he goes, how have you had such a long career in radio when all you do is talk about stupid shit? And I'm like, I mean,
it's a legitimate question.
I mean, it is a legitimate question. Also, I have a job for this long because there's so much stupid shit to talk about. I feel like that's the main argument there. But, yeah, I don't know. Dylan, I ask myself that all the time. It's a good question. It's sort of mean, but it's not mean if it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think the answer to that is you have an endearing way of discussing. I mean, not anymore to me, because I had the morning show in my basement for a year.
Oh man, yeah, that's gotta suck.
But you have an endearing way of discussing and making fun of said stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to point out the absurdities. But and I don't know if you said this in the last podcast, but we were talking about being down here doing the show and you having to tolerate it. The show bleeds into real life. It's like WandaVision, where all of a sudden fucking reality and the show are just like mixed together, and it's all just one thing. Rather now, it's not two separate things anymore. It's all one thing. It's all just one thing.
It's separating again, though.
Yeah.
I bet you're happy about that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. Man, I can't even tell you.
I enjoy coming downstairs to work out and having my music on.
Yeah.
And not having to worry about interrupting or being an irritant to the radio show with my death metal.
And it was an irritant.
I know.
That's all right, because I know that there was many irritants on the other side of the wall. So,
how many times was I on the stationary bike and have Tim or Nate brush past me to go use the bathroom? That's a pet peeve of mine. When I'm working out and people brushing up against me. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't want to be touched when I'm working out.
he had it set up so the bike was right next to, like, we had to go in between the furnace.
Technically,
and the
I
bike.
had it set up in front of the television where it is now. You moved it over.
I mean, that's true.
You moved it over.
That's true.
And that's why I moved it back.
Yeah. In the middle of a morning show, all of a sudden, I'm doing a show, all of a sudden here, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, he moved the treadmill. He moved the stationary bike all the way across the floor. It was fine.
Hi.
Dog is crazy. That dog is insane.